this offline. Okay. All right. How about this, guys? Welcome to FX3 Incorporated presents Radio Chatter. This is where I'm gonna ramble on for an hour and let you just listen to the craziness that's inside of my mind. So, a little bit of background about myself. Let's start this off. Is my name is Mike Johns. I am an Army veteran, and I'm just trying to stop veteran suicide. And not only veterans, I want to stop suicide. I want that to be the goal of FX3 Incorporated, and I want everyone to know that that's what I am basing FX3 Incorporated off of. So, without further ado, I know right now everybody's like, shit, let's mute this, let's think about something else. This guy's just boring. Well, let's start off with a funny story. So, I like to fish. I fish. Well, I say I'm a professional fisherman. No, I stayed in this Super 8 last night or something, or Holiday Inn Express. Who knows? Either way, I'm fishing on tour. I'm a co-angler in a boat, and so I'm already nervous. I got a pro in the boat with me, and I'm just the nobody. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, man, I gotta poop. I mean, what do you do? So we're out in the middle of this boat, and we're out in the water, and I gotta poop. So the only thing I can do is beg this guy. I'm like, hey, look, I know there's probably like 100,000 on the line for you, but I gotta poop. And so this guy was like, no worries, it happens. Very nice guy. So if you ever listen to this, man, I'm not gonna mention your name. You'll have to actually come out and tell everybody. But either way. So, he knows a guy that lives on this lake. Now, this is the first time I've ever met this guy. And this is the first time I'm going to meet the guy that owns the house I'm about to go destroy their bathroom. So we haul ass, we get up to the dock, I get there, and this guy's waiting on me with like a hand towel, some soaps, some TP, the major essentials that I need to get get the job done, so to speak. So, there's not much you can say. You're walking into a stranger's house. This guy knows what you're going to do. He knows, if this guy had to piss, he's pissing in the water. So he knows, man, I'm about to let some strange guy, and if you've seen me, oh man, I look homeless as shit, right? So, this guy hands me this stuff, and there's no words to speak. What do you say? Thanks, man. I'm fixing to, destroy your bathroom. So, I go in there, I get the job done, and, it was a poop. It's not like it smells like roses. So, I'm spraying the air freshener, and so now it smells like an Asian whorehouse, and maybe a sewer overflow had occurred in this bathroom. So, long story short, now, and you're probably like, holy shit, this dude. So, long story short, I come out of the bathroom. I'm like, oh shit. I go back in, I get the guy's hand towel, and he just looks at me like, no, I'm not touching that hand towel. Not after I come out of there, right? So he just points to this little hamper. I throw it in the hamper, and he's like, keep the soaps. So I'm like, I get it. Just random guy off the street just coming here, like, hey, looking homeless, let me just poop in your toilet. So, I get that. So, longer story short, the next day, I see this pro again. And he's like, bruh, I don't know what you eat, but that bathroom stinks. Still stinks. And I'm like, man, so this is the first impression this guy's going to have of me. Not only his friend, who he's probably known forever, but me, I just met both of them. And I forever, I guarantee you, have left a mark on them that they'll never forget who Mike Johns is. You know, they'll probably years down the road, their great grandchildren are going to be telling the story about the guy that came in and ruined his great grandfather's house. And at this time, even after they've torn the wallpaper down and stripped the floors, it probably still stinks, right? Oh man, good times, good times. And that's the type of stuff that the FX3 radio chatter, and that's what we're going to bring to you guys. And I want to bring up events as suicide awareness. We all know that there is an outlet all the time. 24 hours a day, you can reach FX3 at 912-270-3726. That's my number. It's my personal number. You can text me. You can call me. Leave me a voicemail. Send me a dick pic. Whatever you want to do. If that gets it off your chest and I can save your life, then I'm in. So, with that being said, please don't send me dick pics. I don't even know. Dick pics? Dick pics? Jeez, this is just dry. So I'm trying this out in the podcast, and I want to keep you guys entertained, so to speak, so to keep you long enough to spread the word and the message of FX3 Incorporated, or Fishing Family Forever. So, the original concept of FX3, we were just focusing on veterans. And, I know there's plenty of outlets. There's everything. I mean, there's phone numbers, there's text numbers, there's doctors that you can call. There's so many outlets. But, however, I'm asking myself, why is the number still rising? What are we doing? So if we keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome, isn't that insanity? I think it is. So let's change that up. I'm giving you my personal number. I don't even care. You want to send me, a dick pic? All right, I just told you. Go ahead, send them. You want to send me some, I don't know, a boob pic? Hey, maybe I should be the judge. Yeah, that's probably going to get me and my wife is probably going to be pretty pissed about that. But hey, you got a nice rack and you want to send me, and that's going to save somebody's life? Who am I to judge? I'm not going to judge you. Send me the boob pics. But guys, it's veterans, and we have that mentality, and I hope everyone, you can laugh, and as you're listening to this and the podcast, and it helps you understand that there's always somebody here. Not one time are you alone. You don't have an outlet or nothing. I mean, like, I'm right here. FX3 is here. If you follow us on Twitter, you can follow us at FX3 Incorporated, or INC. On Instagram, same thing, at FX3 INC. On Facebook, it's at FX3 Incorporated. Or you can follow me, Michael Johns, or Mike Johns. The website is www.fishingfamilyforever.org. Good stuff. We sell shirts. We try to fund this. We're a 501c3. Let's get into something, though. Let's talk. Okay, so it's Tuesday morning. It's 11:30. If you're an LSU fan, you're pretty excited. What a game. I mean, the first half of the game, I was like, wow, this is why we have a championship. And then the second half of the game, you're like, oh. LSU, though, man, what a dominant team this year. So, but this isn't sports talk. This is just me just rambling on, trying to keep you entertained. Are you not entertained? So, you get a chance, subscribe to this, and I'm gonna release these once a week, and every 4 to 6 weeks we'll do a live. And what I want to do is, in the live, I'm gonna schedule the time, and you guys can call in, and I'll have you in on the show. We'll let you ask a question, give a shout out. I don't know, whatever you want to do, whatever's gonna keep you entertained. So I'm just gonna roll right into this, and I'm fixing to just go through notifications, okay? Now I'm going to Instagram, and this is some of the garbage I get, and I'm sure you guys get it. Um, let's see here. I get the most absurd. Let's see here. Who recently? Well, I guess theirs aren't too bad. Okay, I don't know who this chick is. She's always posting bikinis. Looks like some kind of a bait company. I'm not judging. Hey, you know, I don't think those bikinis are gonna catch fish. I don't know. Not an expert, but I'll say the thong. Every time I'm wearing it, I don't catch shit. I just end up with a ball rash. So I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do here. But as I scroll through and I look and I see yet another veteran has taken their life. And I'm like, man, Mike, what can we do? How can we prevent this? How can we stop veteran suicide? How can we stop suicide in general? And how can we stop suicide at all? There's got to be a way. There's got to be something that we're missing as public, as people, because I know there's websites out there other than in our website. I know there's phone numbers out there other than our number. I know there's commercials out there. There's every outlet available, but yet we're still losing lives. So I challenge you, as you're listening to this, come up with some ideas. I just gave you my number. Text them to me. Send them with a dick pic, boob pic, ass pic. I don't know, whatever you want to send. You want to dress up your cat in some pink tutu. Send me a photo of that with an idea. Yeah, let's do it. Anything you can think of that we're missing. Because I want to stop veteran suicide. I want the first thing you hear about veterans is a success story. Let's go with a success. You know, let's not give up. If you're listening today and you're thinking you're all alone, I've been there. I'll share with you briefly, and we'll basically this is the beginning of the series, so we're gonna kind of dig back into my past. So after I got out of the military, I became a police officer, and I can't compare military time to being a police officer. However, a lot of situations, adrenaline is going in either way. Where you're in war, you're on a traffic stop and such. So after a while, you kind of get used to being on this heightened, you're kind of like always just on edge a little bit. And some people handle it different. Not saying that, you know, if you're not feeling that way, then there's something wrong. Or if you're feeling overly above that way, there's something wrong. So I'm just saying that we all deal with things differently. So I'm going to fast forward. After being a police officer, I wanted to go back overseas. I go overseas as a contractor, and yeah, you know, it's back in Iraq, and you know, I miss that brotherhood, and I had police officers and cops that I considered really close friends, but the camaraderie between veterans was something that is unmatched. And I was Army, however, and I know a lot of people are like, oh man, Marines. But I will say this, and I'll admit this, being an Army vet, that the Marines take more pride in their branch than any other branch. You see a Marine that's been out for 10 years, you can just about tell he's still a Marine. There's some exceptions, and I'm not saying that there's people that got out of the Army is not the same way, but there's just something about the way a Marine carries himself. And so when you think about that, you're like, oh man, so Marines probably aren't committing suicide, right? Because they're carrying themselves well, but that's not true. They're just as prone to suicide as Army veteran, an Air Force veteran, a Navy veteran, the Department of Transportation. I'm sorry, Coast Guard. I'm just playing, guys. So what can we do, and where can we go to stop veteran suicide? What about first responders? You got cops. Man, as a cop, I've seen people die in wrecks. I've seen children die in an accident. I've had chases where people have died. I've been in those chases where you don't know or know what to expect or what's going to happen next, and your heart's just racing. And there's sometimes we reflect back on those moments, we relive them. And that's what PTSD really is because we're going back to a traumatic event that happened in our past or in our mind that we can remember, and we relive it. And if we keep that bottled up, over time, that pressure builds. So I want FX3 in my ear, my eyes, because you're going to send me dick pics after this. If I don't get at least one, you guys are losers. But no, seriously. So I want to change the way we do things. I want to change the persona of PTSD, because when I was dealing with it myself, I was ashamed. I felt weak. I felt like, man, there's no way I can be an alpha personality and have some kind of mental weakness. There's no way. I mean, how can I? How can I sit here and say, hey, treat me as a man, and I'm weak? I'm not weak. Yeah, I don't need to sit around on a couch, talk to some Ivy League grad, that's never been in a combat zone or been shot at or, been in a situation where, oh man, his life was going to end. This 24-year-old kid sitting here watching me, judging me on the couch. Now I will say him judging me. It's weird. I don't know why, but every time I go in a psychiatrist's office, I just want to take my pants off. And I'm like, oh shit, this isn't an Asian massage parlor. This is a psychiatrist. So I'm like, damn, sorry, my bad. Putting my pants back on. And then I'm like, unless you're into that. Yeah. I've had to go through quite a few psychiatrists. That's weird. Weird when your psychiatrist is crying when you leave, right? Or is that normal? They give you hugs. Then next thing you know, you see them at the new psychiatrist. They're in the waiting room. You're like, damn, I am fucked up. But it's life, man. It's the comical things and how everyone deals with life and how everything goes in life. It's great. Really it is. We live in a country, it's so free. I mean, granted, yes, there's laws. And, there's certain things that should be enforced. But, no, I'm not fixing to go on a tangent and be like, oh, man, this shooting just happened, so let's ban guns, because that's just insane. Okay? If I drop an F-bomb, I apologize in advance. This will probably be the place in the podcast where I say, yep, probably going to say a few cuss words. I probably said some already and hadn't even noticed. So, if you're listening, I apologize if that offends. Tell me about it. Send me a text message. Tell me what you're offended about. This show here at FX3 Incorporated, we're not going to be PC. We're not going to be politically correct. But I'm not going to preach one side or the other. I'm not going to go into politics. I'm not going to do politics at all. Everybody knows. You got your opinion, I got my opinion. Shit, why are we going to sit here and argue about it? No. We're stopping suicide. Who cares about politics? You want to be in politics? Fuck, run for office. So, that's that. End of that. No politics here. No politics talk. There's some good things happening. The economy seems to be doing well and stuff like that. But that's not really politics. So, it's a free country, right? United States. Yeah. Man, what do we do? So, I'm sitting here, I'm in my office, and I think of ways every day. I'm trying to invent a way. How can I reach a bigger audience? I want FX3 Incorporated to be on billboards from Florida to California, from Texas to Canada, and you get my drift. I'm wanting to go east to west to north to south, and I want everyone to know that FX3 Incorporated is always there. And so, in doing that, I'm doing things like this. I do the podcast. I'm starting off with a silly story, and now I'm just rambling on and on to myself. I'm really thinking, man, I'm going to have to get a co-host because I'm gonna run out of funny stories, even though I got quite a few. Um, I'm gonna run out of those after a while. So, we'll see what happens. But as you're sitting here listening today, I mean, are you struggling with anything? You know, you in this with a clear mind. You're checking out FX3's radio chatter, and that's all it is. I'm just bullshitting on this radio over and over and over. Copy. But no, man, it's us. It's me and you. If you're in your car or you're in the gym right now, I hope to God you're not in the gym listening to me, because then you're just gonna walk back outside and go eat a donut and be like, nah, my mind just got a workout from listening to like 20 minutes of this guy. Next thing you know, I'm gonna see you in the waiting room, my next therapist. I'm like 2 states over now. I'm in Alabama, because the ones in Florida, they're like, nah, bruh. I come walking in, they're like, nah, man, you can't take your pants off. And I'm like, damn, I did that in the parking lot. So, I gotta work on that. I really do. Or not. I mean, I always leave smiling, Yeah, so if I'm happy, can't be that bad, right? Isn't that a song? Feels so good, can't be that bad? Nah, I can't even remember. But whatever. So, man, I clap my hands a lot. So with this, in FX3 Incorporated, we're bringing a fishing perspective or outlet to veterans. And it's not just for veterans, because I don't want veterans to be like, oh, it's just for me. If you've got kids, you want to bring them out on the boat, let's do it. And later, if you want to talk to me on the sideline, or you want to talk to one of us on the sideline, we can do that without the kids present. You can get anything off your chest. So, with that being said, what do you got to lose? It's a free fishing trip. Damn, you would think I would be drinking. It's like 11 something a day. I can't even talk. I get drunk later. This is gonna be wild. That's probably when I should do my podcast. Do my podcast after I've had like 5 or 6 drinks, and I'm in here like, what's up, fellas? I'm just, I guess I should do subtitles, because there's probably some of you like, what the hell did he just say? But I want to bring a comical side in it. I want to keep things going, and I don't want it to get too dry. So with doing that, I was trying to find, hold on, I was looking for like a funny article, funny, news or whatever. So with this, I went on over to, was it Weird News? So then, when I went to Weird News, I saw Vermont Man, which already piqued my interest. But if you guys don't follow Florida Man, oh my goodness. Go to Twitter, follow, I think it's @FloridaMan or #FloridaMan. So we're just gonna get right into this Florida Man meme or hashtag, right? So there's the Florida Man versus the food chain. Very first article. And it says Florida man accused of giving beer to an alligator. Alright, so the man's accused. I guess he was eating this establishment. He decides, hey, I'm going to give this alligator some beer. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But it's Florida. You can do whatever the hell you want to. This is Florida. We're free fucking Florida, right? Jeez. Give an alligator a beer. What's wrong with that? You know? I didn't see his ID, but I mean, shit. Who's watching? Old enough to eat a kid? Old enough to have a beer. Then Florida man nearly loses leg and life to alligator while hunting hogs. Now that's in itself is a story. So he almost lost his leg. But this guy is out there hunting wild hogs, and an alligator attacks him. Do you think the alligator and the hog were like, hey, look, got this redneck on my trail. I'm gonna need you to lay here in this watering hole. I'm gonna run through. Don't eat me. Don't eat me. I'm bringing you a 230-pound redneck. Have you full of Coors Light. So the alligator, he's probably propositioning. He's like, Coors Light. I'll try it. So, redneck comes through. Buddha bada bang. Alligator's like, I don't know if I really like Coors Light. So he spit him out. The guy survives. I'm sorry, dude. If you're listening and you're the one that your leg got bit, at least you're drinking Coors Light and he spit you out. Then, the next article, Florida woman uses machete to save venomous coral snake from cat. Okay, at first I thought I read this wrong. I was like, oh, yeah. So I guess a coral snake was attacking a cat. No. This lady chops a cat to save a coral snake. This is Florida. What's going through these people's minds, man? All right. So, I just go down and you can't make this shit up. So, next, Florida man pleads guilty to killing sawfish by removing an extended nose with power saw. What the? Why? Like, do you think Bubba woke up and was like, you know what, Billy Bob? Let's go catch us a damn sawfish. I'm going to get him out of the water, and I'm going to take my power saw and saw that damn nose of his off. And then put him back in the water. Billy Bob's like, yep, sounds like a good idea to me. Let me go get me some Coors Light. Okay. Now, I have mentioned Coors Light a few times. Not going to say not a fan. It's decent beer. And I'm not making fun if you drink Coors Light. Shit, you like Coors Light, you like Coors Light, you like what you like, It's like a buddy of mine. He's, I don't know what you really call him, but he's a weird dude. You want to check him out, you follow him on Twitter at OneMonsterHunter. Dude is a freak. Got some issues. He's listening now, smiling, like, man, Mike just included me on this podcast. But I'm going to clown you later. But that might be another episode. Who knows? So then I'm just scrolling on down. And I get to the next one. Florida man embezzles $60K from new job while on probation for embezzling from old job. Okay. I'm not saying you're the smartest here, but if you're on probation for embezzling, don't get hired and start immediately embezzling. At least wait, till they're about to close in on you. You're like, damn, I'm going to jail, so I might as well embezzle a few more dollars because I'm really looking forward to buying that SpongeBob flavored grill cleaner at the old dollar store, So, I'm just saying, cut it back a notch. You don't, say, hey, I'm going to go to a bank, become a teller, and rob it in the same day. Oh, here's my application. By the way, I did introduce myself. It's Ralph. This is a holdup. No, you got to use some tact. Come on, man. This is, I'm loving it because it's a great-ass story. So, next, Florida man arrested for burglarizing cars in jail parking lot moments after being released. Hold on. So you get out of jail and you say, you know what? I miss my friends. I like cornbread. So let me just go right back to jail. I'm going to, in the jail parking lot with cameras everywhere, I'm going back to jail. That dude right there, he woke up that morning and was like, man, I'm getting released today. Now I don't want to be in solitary. So I ain't gonna go over there and stab Joe. What can I do? I know what. When they let me go, I'm gonna burglarize some cars in the parking lot, then turn myself in. Back in it. Me and Joe playing cards now. We in it now. You can't stop me. Let me out again, I'm coming back. Man. And then, this one right here, this one takes the cake, takes the pie, however you want to look at it. Slice of pizza convinced Florida man to end police standoff. What size slice was that? Like, tell you what, man, you going to jail? But here you go. Here's a slice of pizza. I bet you and Joe good friends back there. You like, Joe, I wanted to come see you. I like cornbread too. I'm gonna come on back there, Joe. Yep, that was you. If you listening and you mad, you should be. You dumb. Dumb as a bottle of rocks. So a slice of pizza. You think that hostage negotiator woke up that morning and he goes, you know, I'm gonna call that local Papa John's Aroni store and get me a big slice of pizza because later today I'm gonna use that to end the standoff. You think that's how that shit went down? Maybe. Because you can't go wrong with some Papa John's Aroni. That's some good stuff. And apparently, it ends police standoffs. Papa John's Aroni. The Aroni peppers. Yes, sir. Kind of makes me want pizza. That slice of pizza might end this podcast. And now you're like, hell yeah, finally. I've been listening for 30 minutes now. You've said nothing that was coherent or makes me smarter. No. Of course I'm not going to do that. Alright, and I'm just going to keep going down. Like, this is my thing today. We're just going through Florida Man. I'm going to make sure it's not as dry on the next one. But it's just getting started. We're just ramping up, man. I'm going to set the bar so low that, hell, I can't do worse on the next one, right? Florida man brings drugs to a drug bust and gets himself busted. Okay, so this circle's getting bigger. I'm pretty sure this guy's in with the parking lot burglar, the slice of pizza guy. This is the third. There's one more. There's got to be one more out there. They like playing spades. That's all that is. That's a spades matchup, and he likes his partner so much. He's like, you know what? I'm going to stay in jail with you. So this guy sees a drug bust. And he walks up on the scene. Yep, I got meth in my pocket. Got it right there. Okay, so I'm sure the police are like, nah, brah, seriously. And he's like, look, y'all need to get me in there because they might be playing spades without me. And if Joe realizes he can do better, man, I done wasted me some time. So they get him back on in there, and I bet he's playing spades. Who's number 4? There's got to be. The fourth one is going to be here. Okay? Now. Okay, now this guy wanted, I mean, man, you can't go down to the McDonald's disrespecting people. You go down to McDonald's disrespecting somebody over a Big Mac? Come on, bruh. Listen to this. Florida man charged with impersonating an officer to get a McDonald's discount. I don't know, man. Now, I've been to some McDonald's, and it's like 10%. So you probably, you could have said, look, mama, I'm going to spend like $8 at McDonald's this month. Mama would have been like, all right. What you didn't do was say, mama, I'm going to go down to McDonald's and spend $5.50. I'm going to tell them I'm police officer. Save me some money. There's number 4. Now they got a full spades gang. Them guys, they like, all right, cool. But you go into the Miggity Mac looking for a Big Mac, saying I'm the police to get a 10% discount. You that hard up, man? You shouldn't be in McDonald's. They got $1 menu. Come on, bruh. Man. I mean, these just get better and better. So then, I don't know if I read about this one a few months back. A Florida couple had sex in the back of a police car after DUI arrest. So wait a minute. So, who got... So when they had... There's so many questions. You see where I'm going with this? So it's like, the man and woman were put in the back. Were they put in handcuffs? Who? Did they swap their clothes around? Did they double joint it? They slide the wrists around. Next thing you know, they naked. And then, what does the officer do? Oh, nothing to see here. Just old Stephen Lynn in the back seat of the cruiser just going at it. You know, like a couple of jackrabbits. It's fine. They going to jail anyway. Where do you find these people? Like, honey, hurry. We're going to jail. DUI. I'm going to be in there at least 8 hours. I got to get some. Just give me some. And next thing you know, yep, they banging in the back of the cop car. I mean, if you ain't smiling in this part of the show, man, you got problems. You got serious problems. I know I do. Don't even worry about that, because I mean you've already heard a percentage of the life and mind of Miggity Mac J. I just like saying that, Miggity Mac. You don't come into the Miggity Mac Daniels disrespect. You don't respect. You ain't respecting nobody. You trying to be a police officer to get you a 10-cent discount, bruh? What is wrong with you, guys? I've done this podcast. This is my very first one, so please go easy on me. But please like, subscribe, share, all across social media. Let's spread the word. FX3 is here. We're going to stop veteran suicide. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. And definitely going to work on getting me a co-host, because I'm sure you guys are going to, A, get tired of hearing me repeatedly, or I don't even know. I might start masturbating. You can't see me. So, maybe I'll save that for the lives. Yeah, that way you at least hear. Oh, man. Guys, it's been a pleasure. Michael Johns. Follow me on Facebook. Follow FX3 Incorporated on Instagram at FX3 Inc. On Facebook at FX3 Incorporated. On Twitter at FX3 Inc. You can reach us at 912-270-3726. Email address is the letter FX, the number 3, at fishingfamilyforever.org. My email is michael.johns@fishingfamilyforever.org. And our website is www.fishingfamilyforever.org. God bless you for listening today. Help me spread the word. Let's stop veteran suicide. As I end all my broadcasts, you'll hear this at the end. A moment of silence, bow your head for those that have given the ultimate sacrifice. God bless America, and God bless the U.S. veterans.